What's going on, guys? It's Luke22SV here, back with another episode of this Spec Series F2002 Spec Series. We head to Abu Dhabi this time. This is only going to be the 2-round series. I decided after this episode enough was enough, and I don't think I could do another episode of this. We're coming to one of my least favourite tracks on the calendar today. You'll see why I just couldn't do this series. For some reason, the AI is just so much different to me. They seem to get so much better exits, and I just can't seem to do anything about it. We'll head on to the start of this race. We're starting in P11. I think it's reverse results of the championship order, but it's lights out and away we go. And as you can see, it's a fairly slow start, a very slow start. Everyone getting such a better start than me, and I did nothing wrong either. I did everything I should have done, but for some reason everyone gets so much better launch than me. We're down to P17 in one corner, and well, there you go. This is just going to be an episode. I wanted to send off the F2002 in a good way, but unfortunately, I'll probably be happy to see the back of it after this race. As we dive down the inside of a couple cars, make that 3 cars, get into the hairpin, and then we get into a spin. Yeah, we do see a Ferrari spin quite a few times in modern F1, but yeah, there we go. I think everyone else is in a worse state than me after that one. I think we might have even gained a position after spinning. But we're in P16 now, and yeah, we're coming up to the chicane, and we're going to break down. And yeah, I don't know why. It's just so difficult. The car doesn't accelerate, but I get better top speed, but everyone else gets so much better acceleration, and I don't think it's down to setup either. I mean, I've got low downforce setup, but I mean, the acceleration should still be fairly similar. It shouldn't be like I'm driving a GP2 car compared to these guys. We're driving the same car, but I'm just so much slower getting the foot down on the accelerator. For some reason, the AI just seems so much quicker than me. In the same car, and I just can't really pinpoint that because I'm on the same AI I've always used for every other thing I've done. Always 102 ultimate AI for the career mode, and that was fine. I managed to win the championship in season 2, and then I've been doing some off-camera stuff as well in classic mode, and I haven't had a problem there. It just seems to be the F2002, which just seems so sluggish, just actually getting to speed. And we'll see during this little episode of why, well, just the examples of why it is so slow at getting to speed. But yeah, this car was a very good car in its year, the most dominative car of its era. Schumacher, I think, finished on the podium in every race that season, so just an impressive stat for him, winning his 5th title. Of course, it had a controversial moment in Austria, when Barrichello slowed down to let Schumacher win, and then Schumacher slowed down in USA to let Barrichello win, but that was without team orders, I think. But yeah, a car that basically got team orders banned in 2002 until it was brought back in 2011, I think it was, after Ferrari again imposed team orders. A car that will be on the F1 2019 game. And as you noticed, we had a spin there, and Roth has decided to overtake us. And now we're going to get acceleration, and again we get a bit of slipstream, go to the outside, attempt an overtake. Roth's got a bit of front wing damage, and can we retake P16? And it looks like we have, so there we go, we're taking off the bollard for good measure, and going through the next part of the track. And this car, I just love this car though, the look of it is just awesome, but for some reason it just doesn't like to drive for me. The FW25 is the same as well. I think the F2004 Ferrari is slightly better to drive than this compared to spec AI, but this car just seems terrible for whatever reason. There you go, just no grip, and well, the only driver we can actually beat is probably that Jones that we managed to overtake in the last race in Brazil. But yeah, my 2019 career mode announcement will be up soon. That's going to be the next video. It's going to be a few days rest as I've got things at home to do and stuff like that. So there won't be any videos for the next, well, there won't be many videos up for the next week or so. I'll be busy. But Yeah, we'll have the F1 2019 career mode announcement. I'm looking forward to uploading that. I have a fairly decent idea of how to announce that. But I'm looking forward to the F1 2019 game with the AI and hopefully they've been improved. But the story mode as well, with the Butler and Webber as well in that game, that should be exciting. I can't wait to actually test that out for real. I think I've got the early access with the Legendary Edition, but we'll see in a couple weeks' time. It's less than 2 weeks now, but Roth's got back past us after a poor exit out of the chicane. We're looking to emulate the overtake we did on him on the last lap, and it looks like it hasn't paid off this time, and Roth has managed to stay ahead of us. So, not good going from Roth. Thinking about going down the inside again, and we have gone down the inside. And look, there you can see the much better acceleration everyone has got. A TA has got past us, and so has Michalski, and now Moreno as well. Thinking about it, and we lock up both our front brakes. We're down to P20, and yeah, are we going to see everyone just sail away from us now? And we're looking to get back past Moreno or Michalski, and well, we can't get overtaken by anyone else now, but Roth's kind of holding these guys up because he's got a bit of front wing damage. So we're hoping to get past these guys. Again, look at how quickly they're getting away from us. We're going to have to be very opportunistic to actually get past these guys in a place, yeah, they probably wouldn't be expecting it. So with 2 laps to go, we can see them agonisingly getting away from us, and now we've just got to try and close in the first sector. Moreno seems to have dropped back a little bit, so can we get past the Moreno? And that's what we're thinking. We're going to dive down the inside into the hairpin, and we're going to take P19 away from him. We've got Michalski, TA and Roth. Can we get past these guys? Or are they going to get past Roth before we can actually get a chance? And as you can see, the acceleration is just so bad. It's agonising to actually see them just pull away. I'm putting the foot down, I'm not doing anything wrong, and they're just getting such a better exit out the corners. And I'm actually using traction control, but traction control's on this car anyway, so I'm not sure if that would make a difference or not. But now they can see Michalski and the TA as well have looked like they got past Lucas Roth, so it looks like the only overtake we can do now is getting past Roth. Michalski's made a little bit of a meal of getting past Roth, but we're going to try and attempt it. And we just dive down the inside of Roth when he's least expecting it, and yeah, that's what we had to do. We take P18 back then, so that's good news for us as Correa goes fastest. And well, loads of people just overtaking that. Gert Waldmüller, what a name. Yeah, it just shows how far behind we are. We're probably over a pit stop behind and just 4 laps of the race leaders. They've gone through sector 1. We haven't even finished this lap yet. We come on to the final lap then of this mini race. It's going to be the end of this series as well, I think. I don't think we should do another episode of this. It's just been a shambles. Wanted to send off the F2002. Might try and send off the the 412 T2, the 95 Ferrari as well. It's a bit of a mystery to me why they aren't in the F1 2019 game. I think that we should have as many classic cars as possible, and not just include Ferraris, Williams and McLarens. I'd like to see a few Brabhams, a few Benettons, a few Tyrrells and Ligiers, a few cars like that, the 80s and 70s, 90s as well. Nice to see a couple of Benettons for the 90s and maybe a few Williams. Well, I can see why didn't they just put all the cars from the F1 2013 game back into the 2019 game, just re-release those, just would be alright. I don't think anyone would complain too much about having some more cars in the game, and maybe some more cars from the 2000 as well, maybe some back market cars. So it'd be nice to see a Minardi or perhaps a couple cars like that added to the game just for a bit of fun, and maybe an actual season as well. Perhaps they should add the whole 2010 season, and that would be ideal to actually play with as well. It'd be nice to have an actual season to run through again on a more modern game, I guess, as we come to end at this race, and we're desperately trying to actually catch up to Michalski and Attia, but it looks like it's to no avail, and we're going to settle for P18 as we clump the wall coming around the last couple of corners to end this race, and definitely not extending the track limits there. We don't even get a warning for some reason, but we crossed the line and it's going to be P18. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the episode, and it's actually P17, so I'm guessing someone in front of us has got a penalty for whatever reason. So we'll take that. P17, great result. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the episode there, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again for the career mode announcement. That'll probably be the last video before F1 2019 comes out, unless I decide to upload anything else. I don't really know what's going to be happening next week. We'll see. But I look forward to seeing you soon for another video. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.